Hello and welcome back to Jimmy's farm. The rain has stopped. I have gone out and finished off cultivating the field in field 6, I believe it was. So yeah, just getting that job done. So I've also put away all the machinery, which was nice of me. So what the plan is, we are in dire need of money. We've got £1,700 in the bank, which is not ideal. So I'm just going to quickly run up here. There we go. So as you can see, I've cultivated that field up there. We have this field of alfalfa, which we don't have a need for it really. So I'm going to look at trying to get this tedded and baled in this episode, and look to try and get some money in the bank. It's not going to be massive, but it might keep us going until the crops can get sold. So probably best to jump in the Kubota. Let's get this started up, open the doors. Mower is in the door next door, so I may as well get that open already as well. And then yeah, look to mow the field, then pick up a tedder from the shop on a little bit of a lease. Stuck behind a wall. Pick up the tedder from the shop on a little bit of a day lease, and it's because I'm pressing the wrong button. And yeah, look to bail it up and get some money in. So successfully managed to get a number of things into the shed in the last episode, but what the problem is I can't get them out again. Yay! Jesus, what have I done? Again, thank God I don't have the advanced damage mod. Yeah, we're out. So let's go up on the left hand. Go up on the left hand side. Let's take the scenic route across across field number 7 into field number 8, where we can look to start doing some mowing. So yeah, nicely cultivated. Leaving the tram lines in the field at the top, just purely because I can't get a subsoiler in. And there's no immediate need for ploughing. So let's line this up, steering assist on, drop down the deck, turn on the mower, and yeah, let's hope we have a decent yield from this alfalfa. The aim would then be to try and get a cut. So we got October, November, March, potentially get another cut in March. And then look to cultivate it up for a crop to come in. This is not going to be the best yield in the world. It looks ready, but I'm not 100% sure. We obviously haven't treated it with fertilizer and things like that, so it's just more to get some money into that bank account to tie us over for a couple of months. So yeah, while we get this done, leave on a time lapse, and I'll speak to you in a moment. So that is the field now mowed. So just quickly run down to the shop and see what tedder we can pick up. Remember, we've only got a couple of grand. So yeah, let's just leave this in our yard area and see if we can pick up a decent tedder. We'll take the Kubota with us because we're already in it. Probably have to use the Deutz for the baling. So let's have a quick look at the shop, see if anything is on offer, which tickles our fancy. I don't think we'll be producing that much hay until we get some fanimals, so let's have a look. So into the grass care element, tedders, that is quite good for a couple of, so it's only 469 to lease in the Pottinger. Let's get to the shop. Let's go this way. Yeah, trying to release episodes every 3 days. Work commitments are a pain, so it's currently Monday. I'm away for work Wednesday. I have an episode ready. I've already prepared episode 3. This is episode 4. So I have episode 3 ready to go out in 2 more days. I wish I could get rid of that first because I like to hit it. So I have an episode to go out in 2 more days. And then this episode then hopefully will go out 3 days after that. So yeah, it's just finding time to sit there, record. It's currently 3:15 on a Monday afternoon, where I've just blocked out a couple of hours in my calendar to have lunch. So I'm recording this during my lunch afternoon. Back-to-back meetings all day, but it is bloody hot here in the UK. I'm not sure where it is from where you are. If you're on the continent, then certainly the temperatures in France especially look rather brutal. So yeah, hopefully you're staying cool and safe and well. So let's get this picked up. PTO wires just starting to come into a little bit of dusk time, so if we were using the moisture mod 16 degrees, it wouldn't be ideal time for doing tedding, but just trying to think of what's the easiest way which we can get some money into our bank. I'm not sure where the best sell point for hay is, alfalfa hay at the moment, but I think it's about £219 per litre. But yeah, the ideal would be to kind of keep this field ready for certainly for March, give it another cut, and then look to cultivate it and seed it. One of the things which we haven't got is any facility to seed our fields yet, so we've cultivated them. They look lovely, decent prep for the fields for the seeding, but we don't currently have a seeder. So between now and then, we're going to have to look at trying to get something in place. So not the widest machine in the world, so let's get that's lowered, turned on, and let's get tedding. It's not huge amount of hay coming off the back of this, but yeah, even if we can get 5 or 6 bales, it'll be helpful. We have the grass ready for our goats, so yeah, just let's get this done and I'll see you on the other side. Right then, ladies and gents, I think it's a bit too dark, so we're going to call it there. Yes, we're going to go into a little bit of debt overnight. Yes, we're going to have to keep the tether on lease for an extra day, but it's not fun. Doing this in the dark for you guys is not fun. Trying to do this in the dark for me, so let's get a little bit bright. Yes, we're going to have some money coming in tomorrow for the hay, hopefully. So, but yeah, let's lose a couple of £100, move it to 9 AM, and actually get a job done properly, as opposed to kind of a bit of a botched job in the dark. We'll get to see our progress a bit more too, so hopefully, yes, it is a nice bright day. So we've got a new tractor lease demo, or product lease demo. Let's have a look at that, see what it is. Trailer, great, really helpful. Let's get back up to the field and begin the tethering process. The only problem we're going to have, yes, it's going to be dark. It's going to have one stage of growth put on it. All sent to try and test us. Right, let's get this field tethered, and I'll be back in a moment. So that is the tethering done. We're going to grab our baler and start hopefully making some hay bales from the alfalfa, just to get some income back into the farm. Oh, terrible. So let's drop the Capota off here. Probably need it shortly when we go into when we get the bales loaded. So there's our Deutz. Balers in the shed. Fortunately enough, with the windrower on the baler, we don't have to do another pass of the field to get into rows, so it's handy. Let's go left. So we just go straight up to field number 8. Always the wonderful driving skill, which I know you tune in for. left was a little bit of a mistake. That is what you call a fail. So we can get through these trees. There we go. I have to check how the goats are doing in terms of milk. Maybe get some of that sold as well in October. Lower the windrows and fold. And let's make some alfalfa hay. So hopefully this won't take too long. I'll be back with you in a moment. Right, that was a lot better than I think anyone thought it was going to be. 26 bales, well 27 just popping out now. Let's get the windrow folded and get a telehandler and start collecting these bales. Have a quick check, a time saving stock check to see how much we're likely to get to that. I'm hoping there's there's a 3 bale sales points on the map, two BGAs and one just bale sales, which is a lot easier to drop them off to. So hopefully we can just use that one. We're just going to leave the smash into a few stones. Leave the Deutz out here, looking very dirty. Need to get a pressure washer out and start cleaning off some of our machinery. In terms of the trailer, here it is. Get that hooked up. And let's get back to the field and then we'll go collect the telehandler. So those hogs are bloody annoying. if you have the latest thing, the latest DLC, they basically eat your grass fields, which is a pain. So let's leave this somewhere in the middle. There we go. There's the telehandler. A little bit of a journey up. What we'll try and do as well, once we get a bit of cash in the bank, is tidy up this area by putting some concrete down or gravel down over the grass. In terms of the goats, they're fully fed, decent amount of water, 15,000 litres of meadow as well, and they've given us 200 litres of milk so far, which is nice of them. See if we, I was just about to say, see if we can get out here without crashing, as we almost drive into a car. Yeah, let's begin loading these bales up. Have a quick check at time-saving stock check. See how much we're likely to get from these. Alpha hay, that's 42 grand. That's definitely going to help. So yeah, I will join you back in it once we've got the trail loader and we're at the sell point. Back in a moment. So that is 123,000 litres of alfalfa hay. One sticking out the side. Let's see if we can just drop that off. There we go. 116,000 litres. Got the bale sale pelt tagged. Let's get a little bit of money in as we destroy the tractor once again. So we're going through, kind of have a little look at these fields. I don't think there's any flat fields whatsoever on this map. Yeah, we should pass a little bit of the winery as well. I think 55 is a grass field, and then all the rest in that clump are grape fields, which is interesting, and something different to do on a farming simulator map. I think that's spinach potentially on our right, and then grass on our left. Decent bit of forest, and here are the vineyards. Look, prepped and ready to harvest as well, and just down there is the winery as well. So I think it is straight on. So currently negative £251. Might have enough in the bank to be able to get some more lime to finish off spreading that alfalfa field, and probably need to get some fertiliser in as well, just to, oh, there's a lamppost, fertiliser in just to get the nitrogen levels up on the nitrogen on that alfalfa field as well. Decent amount there, 18,009 for the front half. Not sure if you can hear it. Sounds like there's where's this trigger? Animal load. Oh, right, okay. So that looks like it's the animal sell point. Can get in there. So yeah, that looks like it's the animal pickup and drop off point, so start using that from now on. But yeah, just go back to the field, load the rest of these bales up to 31.2 now, which will definitely see us through the winter, and yeah, let's get the rest of those bales sold. just after the final bale sales, we were up to just over £40,000 or £50,000. So we've managed to pick up 16,000 litres of lime and 8,000 litres of solid fertiliser just to get it on the ground in that alfalfa field, and a little bit spare left over, and also do the grass field and the alfalfa field with solid fert as well. So just making sure we get the best yield possible for when we have to harvest it again in March. In terms of what we're planting, I was debating looking at this. I was having a quick look through the sales, trying to see if we could pick up a cheap cedar. But yeah, I think we're going to wait until the red tape mod suggests what the crop promotion will be for next year before committing on a cedar, because if it's something like carrots, then, or parsnips or potatoes, then we don't want to get a normal seed drill, because well, essentially it'll be useless. So just going to go pick up the, I think I've hidden it over there, pick up the spreader and get some fertilising. Just having a quick check of when that rain is due to come in today. It's not, so hopefully a nice dry October to get the rest of this field prepped for next year. And then probably what we'll do is skip it until next year when we see what the crop promotion is. So I'm just going to try and pick up the lime. Yes, so it's got 2,000 litres in here. It won't be overwritten by the solid fert, which will be good. And yeah, just finish off spreading that field. So there's that 16,000 litres. Yeah, so it should. So I think this one maxes out about 14,000 litres, and then we'll give it another going over with the fert as well. So yeah, just make sure we get. Well, to be honest, the amount of bales we had out of that with an unprepped field was a lot better than expected. So with a prep field, might look to try and do some alfalfa silage as opposed to hay, and get, I think that was about £250 per 1,000 litres, whereas the hay was 219. So get a lot more money back from doing the silage as opposed to the hay. But yeah, just going to get this field spreaded, and yeah, that should be the end of the episode then. So yeah, stay with me while we do this, and I'll be back soon. So that is the alfalfa field limed and fertilised, ready for growing and harvesting again in March. That's all our field prep done. So in between episodes, what we'll look to do is tidy up the yards just to make sure I don't crash into as many things. And then we'll probably move around to January, where we get the red tape mods telling us what we can plant for next season, and what we're going to be harvesting. So yeah, that'll be quite exciting. Seeing what the plans for our fields are, make some decisions, and also sell some of our produce grown last year. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.